Charlie, they should play the Osimhen that song. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 Osimhen. Because this is truly becoming a saga. Big saga pa. And El Coso. In fact, in my last video, I did tell you about the financial commitment at David Osimhen that makes it near impossible for him to turn away from say Obeko Saudi Arabia. As it stands now, Sisia Menoka say Al Ali, like Mekacho and say if Osimhen doesn't give them an answer, they were going to pull out from the deal. Just before I'm getting up here, say video no, Obeko no, the news is in. Say Abrantia Al Ali for no, Michael Eminalo and Lee Codrington. Omo the sporting directors, one for the Saudi Pro League generally and one for Al Ali. They have been clear with Victor Osimhen, said they are out of the conversation for Manchester and Victor Osimhen. Of course, Gianluca Di Marzio and they started the conversation, said Saudi Arabia for them, as they pulled out from the deal in the assistance now, because things are very tense with Victor Osimhen. In fact, Uko Italy CCR, Osimhen is not happy. He is not happy because Ostro, the season, the transfer window will close tonight, and he is not going to be at Chelsea Football Club because the only option available to Victor Osimhen and Chelsea. The truth of the matter is that Osimhen has always wanted Chelsea. That is the reason why up till now, with all the money that was offered the Nigerian, he chose to wait and then see if he can agree a deal to Chelsea Football Club. As it stands now, Fabrizio Mo discusses said Osimhen is very furious in agreeing a deal or not. Talks also between Sancho and Chelsea. Fiifi-Manfred our YouTube. Thank you very much for choosing us. We are grateful. Say you are here and you're having this conversation with us. Share the link, enjoy the analysis, and then transfer deadline day after today. After now, about 9 p.m., 8 to 9 p.m., there's going to be a YouTube live also. We'll go in hour after hour, minute after minute on what is happening on the transfer market as it stands now. People have asked me about Jadon Sancho to Chelsea, possibly. I didn't think that Chelsea first still are looking at a brighter fan, Jadon Sancho. I'll give you the details of Osimhen now to Waseka Kramame. Share the link, subscribe to the channel. What is happening with Jadon Sancho? It's simple. Chelsea view Jadon Sancho as an opportunistic move. Omuni said on both on the left and the right now, Mihailo Mudryk isn't really performing. If they can get him to reduce his wage, they will get him on loan with an obligation to buy at a specific details in terms of the contract, and maybe an option to buy with also different specificities in the contract. Now they may go in and get it done. Chelsea view Jadon Sancho. Manchester United, no, said maybe Omujinano. They are not willing. So make Jadon Sancho Manakosaka. Chelsea are calm. They would rather get in Jadon Sancho because Natia Chelsea are in a poor position to get in Sancho even without selling Sterling is simple. Already, Romelu Lukaku's wages is out of Chelsea's conversation. In Dominic says Romelu Lukaku, see can anyone there, then they can afford to bring in somebody, especially if he is reducing his wage in Jadon Sancho in tonight. Of course, whatever happens tonight, Osimhen Ebe movie. I know some people are saying say Chelsea is low balling. Chelsea are no low balling. Chelsea are just dragging their feet. They know that now they are in poor position. They are in control of a branch friend Victor Osimhen moving. And of course, if you look at the wages of Namanana, they are close to agreeing now that Osimhen is being reported to be furious in Napoli. It is clear. So branch friend Victor Osimhen, if you go in there, he is agreeing on what Chelsea want to give to him. The bigger question, however, is Napoli willing to meet Chelsea's evaluation of Victor Osimhen? Mind you, Saudi Arabia for Emma Napoli for 60 million euros in excess, going up to around 68 million euros for Abrantia, your friend of Victor Osimhen. Abrantia, friend of Victor Osimhen, and that's exactly what is going to go on. But I'm saying several times, for me, I am very certain. Say Abrantia, friend of Victor Osimhen, no matter what happens tonight, Victor Osimhen is going to move from SSC Napoli, and the destination are likely to be Chelsea. Stands now. The details aren't known. Chelsea and Torajano are in Naples trying to agree a deal with a branch friend of Victor Osimhen. Napoli will have to lose a lot. So Napoli and now Almost the Romelu Lukaku bomb wage bill so they have to let Osimhen go, and they know. And people are reporting from Italy, Dimarzio, the Italian handles. I can say Napoli are willing to let Osimhen stay. Osimhen one doesn't want to stay. Two, it's going to hurt Napoli's wage bill. In Italy, the clubs are struggling financially, and they know that they need to let Abrante friend of Victor Osimhen go. So yes, whilst the conversation is clear, say Abrante friend of Victor Osimhen, they are not done. Chelsea may be lowballing. Chelsea are just dragging their feet. They will do their deal. They want to do it and do it right and make sure they get the best terms possible. Chelsea may get Abrante friend Victor Osimhen. And man, you see a baby transfer me done. Not Chelsea and Victor Osimhen for a deal with the whatever the amount, but a loan with an obligation to buy. I feel very, very confident. Said Chelsea for no me bad, no me stubborn. That's what they will do to Napoli. They will take in Victor Osimhen on loan this summer, and it's going to be an obligation to buy. Yes, of course. Aurelio De Laurentiis, who is a sporting director for Napoli, a tough negotiator, an excellent negotiator. He will make things difficult for Chelsea. That's why Chelsea are not forcing things. They are calm. If you understand how Aurelio De Laurentiis does his job in Naples in terms of doing negotiations, he has already given Chelsea a good offer. Mind you, when Abrante friend Kalidou Koulibaly was moving from Napoli to Chelsea, Aurelio De Laurentiis did mention say or the Koulibaly at Chelsea because he felt say Koulibaly has really served LSSC Napoli. Now, when it comes to Abrante friend Victor Osimhen, in there he has said it several times. Said Osimhen is a player that they have an agreement that they will sell at a specific price. It said Paris Saint-Germain for me Saudi Arabia Osimhen so then definitely aside getting their man, they will make sure they get a good deal for him. I know that by now you have seen the conversation of Abrantia, your friend Romelu Lukaku, Hagen Antonio Conte. That is what Conte does. Conte doesn't blow hot and cold or power him. So on Philly, he doesn't see you as part of the system. He doesn't see you and then he puts you away. As it stands now, it's still hanging in the balance for Abrantia, your friend Victor Osimhen. There is an Italian reporter in the Anopaya. I spoke to you about Omba Otuk. The name Omar. Let's take the Omar name. A Nigerian journalist based in Germany. I said more kind about Victor Osimhen. It makes me believe, say Abrante friend of Victor Osimhen is going to Chelsea Football Club. There are 3 Nigerian journalists that are very close to Victor Osimhen. One, there is another accredited photo journalist for FIFA and CAF competitions in them. He is also very close to Victor Osimhen. He is telling all of us, and he's clear, although a cryptic message, he's not saying it directly, but it's clear. Said Victor Osimhen tonight is going to be at Chelsea. And Filippo Benacampi is an Italian journalist, and this is what Filippo Benacampi is putting together with respect to the update on Victor Osimhen. Hi, Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. We will give you everything, so stick and stay. Me breaking in down what every journalist is saying, those close to the situation, those far away, and I'll put it together, give you an excellent analysis here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. So subscribe to the channel and turn on notification in the notification channel. Do choose all, share the link. God bless you for sharing, and I'm grateful. Of course, Filippo Benacampi saying that Osimhen proposed a move to Al Ahly might have collapsed. Of course, the proposed leave to Al Ahly, out of the conversation. Chelsea are pushing for the Napoli striker. Make sure they gave Victor Osimhen an ultimatum. And once the time got up, Napoli for Al Ahly for to show home. And we already know that Al Ahly have now moved on quickly to Abrantia Ivan Toney. They have done the deal for Ivan Toney for Brentford for 40 million to Al Ahly in the Saudi Pro League. Ivan Toney, big money in Saudi Arabia. It all depends on what Napoli or Aurelio De Laurentiis, and that's what I was telling you a second ago. Now the conversation is between Chelsea, Aurelio De Laurentiis, Chelsea negotiators, Aurelio De Laurentiis. And if you know Aurelio De Laurentiis or you're stubborn in negotiation, of course, another very stubborn man, Roberto Calanda, the agent of Victor Osimhen, very stubborn. And if you know Victor Osimhen, he is a very person that sometimes can get furious a lot. And I'm hearing from people also there that Osimhen has been getting furious in the last few hours about Napoli, and then the hard baller Aurelio De Laurentiis episode playing in there for them. I'm giving you all the update, all from all the other journalists, what they are saying, putting everything together for you. Of course, Ipswich move for Abrante friend Armando Broja is going to happen. Armando Broja will be going to Ipswich. It's getting really, really close. David Austin is reporting Abrante friend Jadon Sancho is around saying what Chelsea are doing about sending another winger. Apparently, this is from Enzo Maresca, Chelsea's manager, because he has worked with Jadon Sancho before. Raheem Sterling, real prospect. It looks as if he's going to stay at Chelsea. As it stands now, Victor Osimhen has always had one favorite, and it has been Chelsea Football Club from the opening of the negotiations, from the opening of conversation of the transfer window. He has always been Chelsea Football Club, and Victor Osimhen looks like he's getting close. Nothing is done yet. Now Chelsea have fallen down and accepted his departure. Big fight ongoing between the two. You see, Anakoye Pinten in Naples. People are pushing. People are pushing. It's the weekend. Last 30 minutes as usual. 52% live stream. Chelsea fans, according to his poll. Chelsea offered Kani Chukwuemeka to part of the negotiation for Sancho, but it's unlikely to be accepted. There's no way Chelsea have to take Victor Kani Chukwuemeka to Napoli. Snap Champions League club can come and get these boys. Victor Osimhen in the last few minutes, according to, of course, Fabrizio Romano on Watch Playback, he says, I'm told Osimhen is absolutely furious at the moment. Napoli started to ask more money for Osimhen from Al Ahly when they saw they are getting for Ivan Toney. If the players is in favor and ADL is making things stop, like I told you. Almost money for Chelsea. And that's why Chelsea wants to move in tactically and, of course, smartly to get a branch of Victor Osimhen to make everything official in there. Chelsea's latest offer, according to my man Fabrice Hawking, 155,000 euros per week, rejected by the player. This is not it. I can tell you for a fact that Chelsea's bid that they are going to give to Victor Osimhen is going to be in the region of 200,000 to about 300,000 euros for a branch here. Your friend Victor Osimhen, as it stands now, it's not 155. If it's 155, it means Chelsea will be low ball, and something that I do not expect them to do in there. Chelsea going to get a job done in there. 5 hours to go. Some hours are taking. Conversation going on. Chelsea, can they get a deal done for Abrantia, your friend of Victor Osimhen, to make sure that he goes in there? Of course, already the Lions is making things hard, but as it stands now, it is in the balance. There is a possibility Abrantia friend Victor Osimhen is going to be a Chelsea player. No stress. Don't waste time. Don't stress up. Don't get too worried. Stay calm. Calmer. Osimhen is likely to be a Chelsea player by 12 a.m. noon. I'm sure there are going to be some more updates for you. I'll give it to you here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. As it stands now, there are lots more updates in there on Victor Osimhen going to possibly join Chelsea Football Club. And I mentioned to you, everybody's there. They are trying to get a deal done in there. Osimhen wants Chelsea as it stands now. The fact that Osimhen hasn't taken the Saudi Pro League deal, and the fact that now Al Ahly have entered the race for, they've already finalized the race for Ivan Toney. The fact that Chelsea are there trying to push a deal, I am very confident Branch, friend of Victor Osimhen, is going to be. Al Ahly are working on documents as it stands now with Ivan Toney. Everything is complete. The main part of the medical in London was done. Al Ahly now proceeding to get a deal done after issues with Napoli and Osimhen deal. Of course, everybody knows that this is a big one. They want to get a deal done. Other transfer conversations, I'll come back to you. There's a new update on Victor Osimhen. I'll be back with you. Arsenal have signed Neto, goalkeeper Neto from Bournemouth as part of their team. Sven Bergwijn also wants a player in there. After say Omoton, Pedro Neto, there are a lot of movements going on in the transfer market, and Osimhen is the big name. It is very, very clear. There is another Nigerian journalist that I told you about. His name is Paul Ja, or a photographer, an accredited licensed photographer close to the Victor Osimhen camp in there, and he says that Super Eagles has landed Victor Osimhen to persuade his deal in there. Of course, they are talking about Victor Osimhen possibly becoming the next Chelsea player. And of course, Poja, like I said, Chelsea's latest offer is still far from the demands. Chelsea continue to work on the resolution, but the players' wage demand is top priority. Of course, like you said, Osimhen wage demands their top priority. So yeah, Chelsea here, fashion team, so as it stands now, Al Ahly out of the conversation. There is nobody that Napoli can sell to Osimhen to as it stands now. Romelu Lukaku is with their team. They want to get Osimhen out of the conversation. Baby Aka, two things. Chelsea negotiating with Osimhen for him to get the wage conversation done. It's not 155. It's still some difference in there, but not 155. And again, said Chelsea, any Aurelio De Laurentiis can finish. Aurelio is a tough negotiator, but as it stands now, Chelsea, in my opinion, 58% close to getting the deal done for Abrantia. Your friend Victor Osimhen conversation, or and Poja said this in afternoon. After initial agreement with Ali, Napoli requested additional add-ons and blocked Victor Osimhen's travel to Saudi Arabia after medicals had been booked. Osimhen is now open to joining Chelsea and top clubs if they agree on wage demands as it stands now. And I told you, Poja are very close to Victor Osimhen. He's a good friend of Victor Osimhen, and these are the kind of sources that I pick up. Not just anybody. People are close to the player, people are close to the clubs. Add it together and give you the best of analysis here at Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Napoli are frustrating their deals in the Osimhen top clubs so that Chelsea would be an option for the player. Napoli is the major stumbling block now, not Chelsea. Into your OTA conversation now. Chelsea is not a stumbling block for Victor Osimhen. The stumbling block is Napoli or Real de Laurentiis. But Chelsea know how to deal with him. They've dealt with him before. They will be patient. They will wait for Victor Osimhen. Have Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. I will be back in the next 3 hours for a live here on YouTube. So turn on notifications, subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you do share the link, and then you are here in the analysis. See you. Bye-bye.